works. In this episode of Tiny Apartment Shooting, we are making a Jack Daniel's spec ad. I've wanted to shoot a Jack Daniel's commercial for a few months now, but I wasn't sure how to go about doing it until I came across this online. A relatively cheap Jack Daniel's poker set complete with chips, cards, and a glass. I wanted to shoot something with a bit more of a concept beyond just showcasing a product, pouring and spinning and what have you. So I've roped in assistance from my girlfriend and my brother, who will be the subjects of the video. Because I live in a tiny apartment, I want to keep the setup relatively simple this time, with one light, one lens, and 2 subjects. I did a test shoot a couple of days ago just to see what the results would look like, and to learn from any mistakes ahead of time, not on the day this time. Needless to say, I was really impressed by the results of the test shoot, so I'm going to show you a little BTS of that now. So today is test shoot day. I've got a couple of new toys that I just want to draw attention to. It was recently my birthday and my brother got me a Lazy Susan. Now, if you didn't see my last video, the last time I tried to do a product shoot, I was turning the product by hand. The other new thing I'm trying out this time around, which I didn't manage to try out last time, is the snoot. If you don't know what a snoot is, it's essentially a way to turn your light into a label light. This is what it looks like without a snoot. And then if I turn the snoot on, bam. You get a lovely little label light on the Jack Daniel's bottle there. So I don't know how these test shots are going to look until I load them up in Premiere Pro. I'm going to try turning the really creaky crank so that the camera kind of gives this motion. We're going to move down from the top nice and slow. And as the bottle's turning, we should get a nice pan down, which hopefully adds a bit more dynamic movement. Okay, let's try one more thing. I'm going to try firing the snoot off behind the bottle and see what look that generates. What do you think, yellow or red? We're going to fire off one of these through the red. Right, we're going to go red. Take the filter, pop it in there, take your honeycomb grid, seal it in, take the rest of the snoot, pop it on, take the entire snoot. Whoa. Woo! Now we're making a video. Oh! It was just getting good, man. We're gonna call it there for the test shoot for the night. I'm gonna get this into the editing suite and see if anything emerges, but mainly I've just got a better idea of what it is I'm gonna need for the shoot day now. So I will catch you guys in a bit. So the Jack Daniel's shoot is actually going to be taking place later on today. Since the series is called Tiny Apartment Shooting, I'm going to have to keep a lot of the framing and the shots quite close and tight up in order to maintain the illusion that we are in a poker scene and not in my tiny, shitty apartment. There's a website called Fat Llama that I use when I want to rent extra gear from other shooters and creators in my area. So we should be picking up a Tamron lens later today. I've just got to wait for the person to respond. That's all I've got to say for now. So I'm actually going to go and start setting up for this evening's shoot. Catch you guys over on the next piece of BTS, which is happening right now. So we're finally ready to start shooting. I've enlisted the help of my brother here and my girlfriend, who will be shooting in an hour. We've got him dressed up nice and dapper to try and match the sort of classy poker scene that we're going for. Behind the camera though, what you don't see down below is my brother's actually just wearing sweats. The way it's going to go is the first shot's going to be a bit of a run up. I'm going to give a little twist and motion with my arm as it does. The subject's cards will be here and he's just going to be picking them up. So as we go in, I'll go 3, 2, 1. Picks up the cards. 3, 2, 1, go. I think we got it. Whew. Let's have a quick watch back. And relax him.
And then 3, 2, 1, now.
So this is one of these classic videographer moments where you spot an opportunity for a shot during the shoot. Matt's sunglasses are extremely high quality, and as such we have a beautiful reflection in them. So I'm just going to pick that up now. The next shot we're moving on to is basically close-up B-roll shot of Matt doing this with the chips. I'm going to shoot in 100 frames per second for this one. This is where we actually need some slow-mo.
In 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go.
You should drop the eyepiece there as well. Not 3, 2, 1, drop.
No, like this. 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1, drop. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Oh my, that was it. And cut. It looks pretty dope, man. You get this like drop going down your hand.
And 3, 2, 1, go. And run it back.
I'm going to switch over from I'm going to switch over now from the softbox to the snoot, just so we can get a light on the label of the Jack Daniel's bottle. The Luma Cube's doing a fantastic job of backlighting the bottle. We're just getting a bit too much spill on the sides here, so I'm just taking some kitchen roll and some tape. I'm just going to fashion a couple of blockers here so that we don't get this kind of unnatural tones just spilling out from the side. So that's the end result. Considering I only used one light for all the poker scenes, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Even with the test shooting and the assistance that I had this time, I still ended up finishing at 5 in the morning somehow. After my actors were finished helping me out, I still had some hero shots and product shots to get, so by the time I was done, once again, it was 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm really trying to figure out how to whittle down the time it takes me to shoot, but still haven't figured that out yet. If you have any advice on how I can whittle down my shoot times, let me know. A couple of things I learned from this shoot. A, and most importantly, the test shots of the bottle turned out so well that I ended up using the footage from that test shoot in the final product. Now, even though I did rent a Tamron lens for this shoot, the test shots were actually done with my kit lens. I've given my kit lens a lot of crap over the last year or so, but after seeing the quality of the shots it produced, I'm starting to learn a bit more about how important it is to get your framing, your lighting, and your exposure. The other thing that I learned, and this is more of a frustration than a lesson, is that the Godox SL60W has a tendency to overheat if you're using a snoot. This just caused a lot of frustration because I'd spend a lot of time setting up the shot, and then just as I was going to hit record, the light would switch off and we'd have to wait about 5-10 minutes for it to cool down again. So if you are thinking of getting a snoot and you use a Godox SL60W, just know that there will be intervals where it will overheat. So just make sure you plan for that. One more thing before I go, this guy I follow on YouTube called Bennett I hope I'm saying that right, has issued a competition for videographers to get involved and create a video using their smartphone as opposed to their camera. So in the next video, I'm going to be trying my hand at a little Bailey's commercial shot entirely using my phone as opposed to my camera. We'll see how that goes. If you'd like to enter the competition, then the link to his video is in the description below. That's everything for now, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.